What you're looking at is a simple but powerful idea. The real estate system today is built more around how companies operate than how people actually buy and sell homes. This presentation is about flipping that. It's about creating a standard where everything is designed for the consumer first, meaning more fairness, more clarity, and more control for everyday people. This is Steve Colino, and this is today's Confidential Remarks. A lot of people think the real estate industry just needs better technology, but that's not the real problem. The truth is, the system already has strong technology. The issue is control. Who controls the information, who controls pricing, and who controls access. Right now, that control often sits with large organizations instead of the consumer. At its best, the MLS, basically the main database of homes for sale, is one of the most powerful tools ever created for buyers and sellers. It's meant to give everyone equal access to information, full visibility of listings, and real competition. But when it's not used properly, those benefits start to disappear, and consumers lose out. Here's where things start to break down. Instead of information flowing freely from the market to the consumer, it gets stuck. Certain groups act like gatekeepers, controlling who sees what and when. That creates a bottleneck, where the system is no longer open or fair. It's restricted. Some changes in the industry are presented as innovation, but they actually move things backward. For example, limiting how long homes are visible, restricting listings, or creating private networks. These actions reduce transparency and limit choices. So while it may look like progress, it's actually making things worse for consumers. Right now, there are two very different ways to think about real estate. One is system-focused, where the goal is to protect pricing and control access. The other is consumer-focused, where the goal is to give people more options, more transparency, and a smoother experience. The difference comes down to who the system is really built for. The market is starting to push back. Consumers today expect transparency, flexibility, and control. They want to see all their options and make informed decisions. That means the industry has to shift. It has to move away from protecting old systems and toward empowering people. This is where the open access model comes in. It's not a company and it's not a sales funnel. It's a standard, a way of structuring the system so that it stays open and fair. The goal isn't to replace everything, but to strengthen what works and remove the parts that limit consumers. Open access is built on three key ideas. First is clarity, making sure all data is visible and easy to understand. Second is choice, giving people access to all their options without restrictions. And third is control, putting decision-making power back in the hands of the consumer. When you combine these, you get a system that actually works for people. If the problem is control and gatekeeping, then the solution is openness. When consumers demand transparency, they get clarity. When they demand flexibility, they get choice. And when they demand leverage, they gain control. Open access directly answers what the modern consumer is asking for. At the end of the day, the goal is simple. Stop protecting outdated systems. Stop letting a few voices control the market. And start building a system where the consumer is at the center. Because the future of real estate isn't owned by corporations. It's shaped by the people using it. This has been Confidential Remarks.